What was it like to be able to get one win out over there in Fargo?
Well, it was important. Obviously it's a 5-game series. You got to win 3 of them, and we know we're going to play, a minimum of 2, if not 3 games in Fargo. So you got to be able to win on the road in the playoffs. Obviously, especially there, someone told me I think they had lost maybe 3 games in regulation in that rink all year. So it's obviously a tough building to win in, but we liked our game on the road. We felt like we played well in game 1. It was a tight checking, close game. They just made a few more plays than us in the third period, and then in game 2, it was kind of the same thing. It was just a tight game down heading into the third period, and we were able to make a few more plays than them in the third.
And how's it feel to be back now in Sioux City, your home field, to be able to have that energy from the crowd and everything?
Yeah, it's huge. Listen, I just said how hard it was to play on the road, and they have a significant home ice advantage. But we feel like that too. We won 21 out of our 30 games here in this building, only 7 regulation losses at home. So obviously there's some kind of baked in advantages to playing at home. Second line change, sleeping in your own bed, things like that certainly help, but there's no doubt that the environment and the energy from the crowd, especially this time of year in the playoffs, is significant. And look, we relish any chance we have an opportunity to play home games, but there's no doubt there's just a little bit more meaning and a little bit more of an environment this time of year. So we are unbelievably excited to be able to play in front of our home fans for at least 2 more games here.
You mentioned earlier you really liked the way the guys played out in Fargo. What were some things that really stuck out about their play that you liked, and what are some things that maybe you want to improve as you return home?
Yeah, well, most importantly, I thought obviously our defensive game. Look, we have a Herculean task to try to beat. This is the greatest team in the history of the United States Hockey League. That's what we're up against. 50 wins, set the league record. And they've done it in every area. They had the most goals for, they have the least goals against, they have the best goalie in the league, they have the best forwards in the league, they have the best D in the league, they have the best coaching staff in the league. So you can't pick a hole against this team. Best power play in the league, best penalty kill in the league. So for us to be able to slow them down and try to disrupt the normal flow of their offense, I think was probably the single most important thing. And we were able to do that for most of the time. And, we were able to hold their offense in check to give ourselves the opportunity to make just enough plays to win both games. Like I said, we didn't make the plays in the third period in game 1, and we did. Again, it's about players rising up and making significant plays in significant moments, especially in those kind of hostile environments. And that's what we saw down the stretch in the third period in game 2.
You mentioned, do you talk about Fargo like that with the guys? Talk about how all that stuff kind of used as a little bit of bulletin board material almost?
You don't have to. They know what it is. Today's generation, everything's on the phone, on the internet. So they know that. It's pretty obvious. So we don't hide from that in the slightest. But we are 2 things. One, most certainly excited about the opportunity to compete. I think the best thing about playing against the best teams is what it can pull out of you. And for us to be able to win and beat the greatest team ever, we have to elevate our game. And, that's just as a competitor, you're excited about. That's what you want. There's nothing wrong with playing a team you're equal or you're lesser, but come on, man, playing the greatest team ever, an opportunity to compete and win, that's what sport's all about. So we are most certainly excited about that. And then the flip side of that too is, though, we're confident. We have belief. We listen, they had a great season. We were really excited about our season and the adversity that we were able to overcome to be able to finish second and still be playing as one of the final 4 teams. And at this point in the year, you got to win 9 games to get the Clark Cup, and we've already won 4 of them. So each one's going to get a little bit more challenging. But we have a ton of belief in our plan, in each other, in ourselves, and what we're able to do. So we're not taking a step back. We're gonna be on our toes. We're gonna go right at them. But we relish the opportunity to compete against the best.
All right, that's all we need, Coach. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Appreciate it, guys.